Hello, and thanks for downloading episode 8 of Crease Me Up. We really appreciate you listening to the podcast, and it makes such a difference for us if you could hit the follow or subscribe button on your phone. Now, you know the score. This is a podcast not about cricket. It's about Martley Cricket Club, the best village cricket club in the world, in the best village in the world. This is our best episode yet. In this one, we get to discuss the important questions of our time, such as how much money you'd donate to the club if you won the lottery, whether you can eat roast dinners in the summer, and whether Aldi cocktail sausages should be served hot or cold. Check us out on social media and get your questions into creasemeup@hotmail.com. Enjoy the show. Welcome to episode 8 of the Crease Me Up podcast. Hello, Steve.
Buenos dias.
Hello, Ollie.
How are you doing?
We haven't got Jay tonight. Jay can't be with us. So super co-host in chief, well, in reserve, we've got Ollie. So thanks for coming along, Ollie. Appreciate it.
No, it's unfortunate for all these lot.
It is
It
is unfortunate, but what's been going on with you? Tell me what's been going on.
Lately, so since we got back from tour, I haven't done too much, to be fair. Been pretty quiet for me.
Well, thanks for tuning in and thanks for downloading the podcast. There's more of that next week. Steve, what have you been up to?
Basically, not drinking since tour. Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Not drinking?
We consumed quite a bit on tour, didn't we? I think it's probably the most
I didn't.
Me. I think it's probably the most I've consumed on a cricket tour.
I didn't drink.
So for the following couple of weeks when I got back, I didn't have a drink, really.
That's what happens when you try and keep up with Dill, isn't it?
Yeah.
Has anyone actually tried to catch up with Dill or keep up with
To
Dill?
be fair to him, he was in bed twice before me.
Me and Dill were setting the pace, and then
Ollie, you
everyone else
weren't
was trying
setting
to
the pace
follow.
at all, mate. You had 2 halves of lager.
Oh, me and Dill were setting the pace, like I said.
Well, we're going to get to La Manga later on because it seems like both of our listeners absolutely want to know what went on in La Manga. We're going to go and talk about something dear to my heart first of all, because a serious point.
What?
So,
Hair product.
no. So I prepared just a few little nibbles before you guys turned up, and I put the chicken satay from Aldi and I put the cocktail sausages from Aldi in the micro to make them nice and hot. And all I got when you rocked up, Steve, were complaints.
Well, who on earth puts chicken satay in the microwave?
No, it's not so much about the microwave. You have your if you got chicken satay on a cocktail stick and you got a cocktail sausage.
Well, you wouldn't put cheese and pineapple in the microwave. That's on a cocktail stick.
Who has pineapple with anything
one has cheese
savoury?
and pineapple.
It's like putting pineapple on a
No one
pizza.
has cheese and pineapple. That's old.
Why not?
It's old. It's old.
Well, you have vol-au-vents from Iceland. What are you talking about?
Just
Anyway,
because it's got a cocktail stick doesn't mean say you put it in the microwave, does it?
I think we're going to be charging for this next week. So anyway, apart from that, I just wanted to re-emphasise that you can send in your emails to creasemeup@hotmail.com. But this week we're actually going to start, before we get to La Manga, with the emails because we've had quite a number.
We've had 2, haven't we?
Well, do you want me to read some of them out?
Oh, some of them.
We've had a couple of blinders. First one is from Sun Life.
Yeah.
Where we're guaranteed an over 50s plan that's already been accepted. So
Unfortunately,
that's
you're the only one around the table who can qualify for that.
nice. Harsh. Do you know what? I actually qualify for Saga Cruises now.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm thinking of going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll
Can
love
you
it.
Can you
You'll
imagine?
love it.
It'll be so
You'll need a
good.
wheelchair, a blue rinse.
Second one is... I'm just going to read it out and tell me what you think of it. Ollie, you're listening now.
As
Good
always.
day. I am sorry for invading your privacy. My name is Jolima Winde, born 1997. I'm a nephew of Fode Sanko, rebel leader of Sierra Leone. Blah, 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 blah. Former leader. I'm on exile. Not I'm in exile.
How much money does he want?
During the war, my late father made a lot of money by selling diamonds to the tune of $10,200,000. I haven't really kind of copied and pasted the rest of the email. But
Does he want to invest? Is that what he's?
Yeah,
is that what
so
it is? He wants
Ollie,
to invest in the podcast.
I'm just thinking, Ollie, you know, if you want to take that forward and let us know on the next
Yeah,
episode.
leave it with me.
Yeah,
Can
that's
you-
great.
Can you pass him your bank details, Ollie, so he can transfer the money to you?
No, Haley's already given me yours, so
Okay.
we're fine.
Third one, Mrs. Sarah Kachenko. I came across your contact and noticed we can be of value to each other. I have a proposal I want to share with you. Ollie,
Do you
that's
work
for
in
you
the
as
red
well.
light district?
I can't possibly say, but Ollie, I think that's one for you to take forward.
Sounds good to me.
Fourth one, I'm Aisha al-Gaddafi, the only biological daughter of former president of Libya, Muammar al-Gaddafi. I'm a single mother. You have a total sum of $15.5 million in your name.
Well
that was
done.
it. That was it. So that's good news.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
good news.
Yeah, so we can afford
So
some
we
more
got 20.
plant.
We got 25 million quid coming our way then.
We've got more plant money for the pavilion, which is
Oh,
nice.
cool.
Now, I don't know if this one is from a man or a woman, okay? So I could get in trouble with this, but I don't know. It's from Yuan, Y-U-A-N, Sonia. It just says, can we talk?
Oh,
Were you going to?
Steve,
well.
will you give him or her a call back?
I can't this week. I'm a bit busy, but I will the week after.
Now, we've got two more emails. One from one of the soundest, nicest blokes I know, really great friend of the cricket club, a great servant, and we miss him. Come back when you can. Dan Johnson. Dan Johnson's got a question for Steve.
Oh, has he really?
Yeah. Now,
The same Dan Johnson that rocked up Friday night with an unironed shirt on. Can we just paint the picture?
really?
Yeah. He turned up with an unironed shirt before the awards evening and left half an hour before it started because he forgot. So this is the calibre of bloke we're talking about.
I take
in this
everything
email.
back.
See, I didn't see him at all.
Yeah.
No, Dan, sound as a pound. So, I've just been catching up on the pre-tour podcast. So, we do have more than one listener.
Oh, excellent.
And I have a question for Steve. Would he rather run a marathon or have a toothbrush stuck up his... I'm going to paraphrase now, bottom. So, Steve, what do you think?
Oh, toothbrush 100%.
Yeah.
I really can't be doing running a marathon. I mean, it's a long drive to be fair, isn't it? 26.5 miles, let alone run it.
Now, we have a half marathon runner sitting next to us here
Yeah,
in
well,
the shape of Ollie.
As I said, look at them, stupid.
No, I think I'll join you on the toothbrush for that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you going to do a marathon at some point, Ollie?
Maybe at some point, but forget it at the moment.
I'm just seeing if it's recording. It is still recording. That's good.
Let's hope the edit button works then.
So,
was gonna say.
Dan signs off with Dan X,
Yeah,
as in a kiss.
yeah.
Only when he
you know-
messages Steve.
Okay.
No one else.
And then he signs off with his title of Martley's Strike Bowler. So there you go. Now we do have one other email, and I'm going to read this. Now it is a bit of a longer email, but it should make sense to both of you. Okay, so just want to say well done on the podcast. Gabby and Jay, keep practicing. I'm sure you'll get there. I was surprised when listening to episode 7 to hear my name mentioned. Shame it wasn't anything to do with my cricket ability, but rather my skills in other areas. With a lot of exclamation marks. Also, Gabby's memory isn't what it was, so don't believe everything he tells you. That party definitely wasn't in 1998. He also needs reminding that he used to drink Guinness and Black many years ago after slating the drink in one episode. Keep what you're doing, guys. Looking forward to hearing all about the latest tour. Please promote the junior side of the club.
Danny Patrick.
Under 12s were unbeaten in the Division 1 T20 League and have gained promotion. They will play in the Under 13s Premier Division next year. We're always looking for new young players to join the club. Hopefully we'll be advertising this winter for any new junior players to join us at Winter Nets, especially Year 8 and Year 9 boys and Year 9 and Year 10 girls to join our Under 14s team next year. This team will be an 11-a-side next year. Dave Suttill, absolutely, does a great job arranging everything regarding the junior teams. Would be good to get him some more support. Would be great to hear from him in a future episode. And Sooty is down for next
Just
time.
his booked on.
Finally, I just want to thank Steve, in brackets Gabby. We could add a few more brackets, I guess, Ollie.
Might be
And
needed.
and everyone else involved in building such an amazing new pavilion, the Tap and Run. It makes me very proud to be associated with the club and for my son to have great use of these lovely facilities. It's the best thing that's happened to the club in my 30 plus years with the club, putting Martley on the map. Come on, Martley. Regards, Danny Patrick. Now, all I'm going to say before I hand over to you guys is that definitely wins a signed photo of Steve semi-naked with a bat in hand for best email of the week.
Fair enough.
Tell us all about Danny Patrick.
I've already told you enough about Danny Patrick on previous episodes about tours.
Can you remind
That is
the 8 billion...
that is Danny Patrick.
Can you just remind the 8 billion people who haven't heard the last episode?
I can't go into those details again.
Is he in the uncut one, or that's all I want to know?
Yeah.
So there is a little story there, listener. So we did put out a podcast episode last time that after 1 or 2 complaints, we did take down and edit and massively take down most of Steve's kind of ranted stories. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Danny,
Danny's a great lad. He's a great lad. I've known him since I was 15, 16, something like that. We played for all age group cricket together. Yeah. Played in the twos cricket together. Played in ones cricket together. Sundays, midweek stuff. He's always been there. Yeah. Had a sabbatical from cricket, obviously, like we all do, I suppose, and then came back when he got a little and off James is thriving in the academies.
Wow.
Dan is helping out as well as sort of an assistant. So he's quite heavily involved in the club again, which is really good.
And how many kids come along to our club? Altogether, including All-Stars?
160, 170 kids are involved in the club now.
Wow.
So 130 and 100 go to All-Stars. And then obviously all the age group cricket. So 9s, 10s, 11s, 12s. And then the girls' teams as well.
So if you're really bored, got nothing else in your life, and actually finding yourself listening to this podcast, and you've got a son or daughter, and you're thinking about getting them involved in Martley Cricket Club, what do you do? Who do you contact?
Dave Suttill.
How do you do that?
Via Martley Play Cricket, via the website, via
martleycricket.co.uk.
That's the one.
Go on to Martley. Steve's face is still on there. martleycricket.co.uk. I've had a kind of conversation with a few people recently who said, I would like to come and play for Martley and get involved, but I don't know how.
Just rock up to the tap and run, or just rock up when we're playing, introduce yourself, and away we go. We don't bite.
Well, you do.
Well, sometimes.
So your wife told me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But go on to martleycricket.co.uk. There's a little button there that
email
says
in to crease me up.
Crease me up at hotmail.com. Yeah, or .com. I get confused with my personal email address. Just get in touch. We'd love you to come along. The whole point of this podcast really was to drive recruitment to the Mandarins, the super duper women's team, to the men's team, and also for the kids to join. Let's talk about La Manga.
No, let's not.
Let's talk about La Manga. Come on, Ollie. Right, so there's a few things to talk about. And I'm going to hand over to you guys now because you really were the stars of the show.
No, we weren't.
So, tell us about the place. Where is La Manga and what did you make of the place?
La Manga's in Spain.
Yep.
South coast of Spain. So it's about, I don't know, it's about an hour up from Benidorm, isn't it?
Wouldn't it?
Hour from Alicante, up. Hour from...
You mean north?
Yeah, that's it. That's what I meant, up.
Brilliant.
Benidorm. That type of area. We went to Torremolinos a few years ago, didn't we? So we tried somewhere different.
Yeah.
So La Manga is more of a golf resort, a bit more upmarket, should we say? Suits the older people. I think we found that out when we got there.
I loved it. Yeah.
You did? Well, you would do, wouldn't you? Because you had a wheelchair and a blue rinse, and you were off, and you were happy as Larry, weren't you? Loads of nice fishing boats and all sorts, wasn't there? And a few pubs.
Sparky would know about the fishing boats, wouldn't he?
So what did you make of it, Ollie?
No, it was good. I was expecting it to be a bit more lively. I think I got off with one a bit, to be honest.
You did definitely got off with a light one.
You golf with who?
A light one, apparently.
Okay.
Oj.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
Nice.
Ojin, the light one.
Oh, okay. No, sorry. You're right.
You had a particular kind of, not role, but a bit of a title.
What was that?
Was it you're a tour virgin? Tell us all about that.
Yeah, so basically it just meant I got stitched up every day. Day after day, basically.
Can you give us an example of how you did
Yeah,
that? I mean, there was...
Fancy dress was
fancy
amusing.
dress
That
was one.
probably tickled me, the fancy dress did on the Friday
Steve
night.
calls me and Alex into his room. It's not something you want. And we walk in, get a bag thrown at us. Quite a small bag. Pull out some Speedos with the S coloured in. So it didn't say Speedos. We had that and a rainbow swimming cap and a pair of handcuffs. So that was us
Pink
for the
fluffy
night.
handcuffs.
Had to look after Monkey all day. Well, I say all day. Part of a day. Might have left him at the hotel.
Where is Monkey?
Don't know. I've got the Mankini, but I haven't got Monkey.
For those who don't know, which is everyone listening, tell us about Monkey.
Monkey is
tell us about
basically the
Monkey.
tour mascot. So someone's designated to look after Monkey for each day, and Owen got given him the first day. Or was it AB or Owen?
O's got him the first day in the airport.
Then it was AB.
Yeah.
Then it was me.
All the tour virgins basically had Monkey.
Gandhi had him as well, I think.
Yeah, Gandhi had him on the last day because
Yeah.
he's just been an idiot when so we gave him Monkey.
Wow, yeah. What do you expect? But
It's fair to say he needed a clean at the end of it.
oh yeah, yeah.
Where
You don't wanna know
had
where he
where had he been? It was basically
Everywhere.
It's,
the black hole of Calcutta.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, the deal is with Monkey, he goes everywhere with you. You can't leave him behind.
he doesn't like going to cricket games though. He
No,
told me.
somebody did leave him in the hotel when he was due to have him,
He wanted,
didn't they?
He wanted to sleep.
didn't they,
He wanted
Ollie?
to sleep.
Now, as this podcast is sponsored by Alcoholics Anonymous,
Yeah.
can you tell us about the Wibbly Wobbly, Ollie?
Mine or Vela's?
Both. What is a Wibbly Wobbly for
Maybe
people who don't
mine.
know?
Essentially, so there's 3 posts. There's a drink at each one. That drink is basically whatever Steve decides. For me, it was just warm beer, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, so each post you got to run around it with your head on the post 10 times.
10
is it?
times. Yeah.
So do that until you get to the final one, then you got to run back. But it's not as simple as that. Put it that way.
It's fair to say there were bodily fluids involved. At the
No,
end of
not
it,
for
isn't it?
me. I
Really?
wasn't sick. I've made a few nice noises, but I wasn't sick. I won't demonstrate. Don't worry about that.
And Tom Vale,
Oh, Tom Vale.
just
yeah,
to give
so-
him his formal name,
Yeah, yeah,
in case his
so-
employer's listening. So Tom Vale, how did he get on?
Thomas,
Vale.
I think it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Thomas Cuthbert Vale.
Wow.
Yeah. I
Cuthbert.
don't think that's his middle name, but
Okay.
No, I like it.
so we had to do. He was the last to pay. So he was the last to pay his tour balance.
Oh dear.
So the standard procedure is you're last to pay your tour balance.
Yeah.
You have to do a forfeit. So I decided that he'd have to put the mankini on and do. Well, it was due to be naked wibbly wobbly, but due to certain work issues, he couldn't do that. But he might not have a job when he got back. So basically, we put him in the mankini
Yeah.
and we did it on the beach.
And he,
So
he let himself down.
Oh,
didn't
we
he?
let himself massive. Well, to be quite honest,
Yeah, he was
the-
entertaining.
The drinks that we gave him probably didn't help. He had a cherry cider in the first one, followed by I can't remember what the second cider was, but it wasn't very nice. Might be an apricot or something. And I believe there was a 4th stump involved in this one. Didn't we do another one of
Yeah.
lager or something?
No, Marxie's bottle of champagne.
No, that was the last one.
Was
So
it?
the person sat opposite me, Wayne,
Yeah. Hello.
walked into breakfast that morning, probably slightly hungover still from the night before, and decided to nick a bottle of champagne.
Hello, everyone.
He wouldn't do that.
He did.
He wouldn't do that.
He nicked a bottle of
Look at him.
champagne out of the fridge at breakfast and proceeded to tell everyone how happy he was because he'd done this. So then we put it on the wibbly wobbly on the last one, and Baylor had to neck the champagne before. Oh yes, he did chuck up.
Yeah, in the sea.
Oh, he chucked up everywhere in the sea.
It was
The
quite
poor
sight.
people on the beach watching
He was
are
he
still
was,
traumatised.
he was not well, mind you. There were some ladies who came over and
Yeah,
saw
well,
him.
the one of them had her chest tucked into her socks, didn't she? Remember that one?
You can't say that.
Well, she did.
Oh, that's awful.
And tell us about the cricket itself, because it was kind of drinking, unfortunately interrupted by cricket. But
Yes.
we did play some cricket.
Played 3 games of cricket.
Yeah. Now, Ollie, you had a bit of a knock. You did well. Tell us about that.
I got 20 odd. So basically, I got.
Was that your
been
personal
told-
best?
No,
The
don't be
highest
silly.
score?
Don't be silly.
Oh,
Yes.
Quite the batter, aren't I? As you'd know.
yeah.
As you'd know. And everyone listening.
Did you hold it the right end?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a first.
Are we still talking about the cricket bat?
Yes.
Right.
But no, I got stitched up. Basically, for everyone that doesn't know, I'd normally bat 10 or 11. So
Or 12, if we've got 12.
yeah,
But you can only have
if
11
it's-
in a cricket team, yeah.
Right, exactly. But no, I got forced to open up. Me and Toby. I had to take the first ball, and yeah,
Probably something that you were probably one of the better bets for the duck hat that I've been carrying around for years with me. Because I got stitched up.
You should be wearing that today. Actually.
Shut up.
You should be.
I have to say, I thought you did really well.
Yeah, I got down on one knee for the first ball and got one run and celebrated it like it was a ton. But yeah.
But and also, I think a big shout out for a couple of players on the tour. I mean, I think Toby Jones did incredibly well with that knock. How much did he
got
score?
100 odd, didn't he?
He got 100 that day, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's his first ton.
I think Ben Roberts,
AB.
and AB, Alex Masters, what a knock that was.
On the Sunday.
Yeah.
That was a great knock.
Final game.
Yeah. I mean, it was some fabulous cricket played.
Those are the games we won.
And thank you to the other guys who played us. I mean, gave us a really good game of cricket. It was my last game of cricket, and I got on a wicket in the last over.
Yeah.
Caught by none other than Mr. Saunders. Ollie Saunders.
Why did you drop
sat opposite me.
Well, it went up in the air and...
Well, obviously, if you caught it, it wouldn't have gone on the floor, would it?
Well, yeah, there we go.
I have to say,
If it was anyone else, I probably would have just left it. It was diving on like concrete. It was horrible. But...
I mean, I have to say, when Ollie caught it, I thought 30 degrees, sunny, all my mates, few beers, last game, last over, and if there's someone you wanted to catch your last wicket, it's this man here. And it's just, it was poetry. And I hugged him so close.
Not Ian Botham or someone like that?
You were nearly pregnant, weren't you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I still haven't taken the test. I've been on a bit.
But honestly, it was just poetic. So I did shed a tear from my last game, but what a tour.
Yeah, we all laughed at you.
Yeah, you did all laugh. Yeah, thanks very much. Appreciate that.
Right.
Now
The duck hat.
the duck hat. Now tell us about the duck hat.
So the duck hat. The current wife has made probably about 4 duck hats.
Yep.
Because
All for you.
they all tend to get lost, or
And what's a duck in cricket, for those who don't know?
someone who doesn't score a run.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd have a word.
Yeah. It's the current wife, or it's what was it the other day? A significant other.
So
what about the duck hat?
Yeah.
I got it. Torremolinos. Apparently, I was adjudged to be stumped.
Yeah, because you were rubbish.
Well, I fell over.
Yeah.
I was smashed and I fell over, didn't I? They sent me out to bat while I was
Well, you were definitely smashed.
I was tipsy.
Yeah.
And so I had that, and then I obviously had to wear it back to La Manga, banking on somebody else getting it off me. So all the eggs went in one basket. Ollie opened the bat in, that failed. And then a couple of others, but then there was an incident.
There was an incident.
There
now
was
this is a very
incident on the Sunday.
This is a very controversial moment in the history of Martley Cricket Club.
It is.
So I'm surprised this wasn't on the front of the Daily Mail. So what happened?
Well, a certain member of the tour nicked off. So he's hit the ball.
Yeah.
The
Never hit it. Never hit it.
He smashed it.
Yeah.
Everybody in Spain has heard this, and the keeper's caught it, and the umpire didn't give it. I think the batsman was boring the umpire that much. The umpire was asleep at the time.
No, we all told the umpires we'd double what you'd offered them.
Oh, was
That's
that
what it
right?
was, yeah.
So you doubled what I'd offered the umpires.
It's exactly what I said to him when I walked out to bat every time.
So we're not going to say who it was.
Yeah,
but
Stuart Watts.
It was Stuart Watts. Yeah,
Stuart
definitely. Now, are you calling him a cheat?
Yes.
I was going for the subtle approach there. You're just saying cheat.
Oh no, he's
Okay.
definite cheat.
Okay.
And he admitted it. He admitted that he did it. He admitted that he cheated, and he admitted that he did it for the great and good of Martley Cricket Club.
Would you recommend?
You can respect that, though.
No, you can't.
You can respect that.
Would you recommend La Manga for a cricket tour next time?
Maybe not.
I thought the actual place.
It was good.
The
Where we
cricket was
stayed.
the cricket was good. The hotel was great.
It was just
Hotel
a
was
nightlife.
great.
Yeah, there wasn't much going on after about midnight.
No, there was one bar and they wouldn't let English people in, which
Yeah, well,
was
it's
great.
Well, I'm
sort of
Welsh.
understandable when 20 English bloke rock up in dresses.
I'm Welsh. I was
I
fine.
don't know what you're on about.
Get the Welsh in there.
You got in there, didn't you?
Sosman Vach. Yeah.
I didn't. Well, I got in and then they saw a monkey on my back and booted me out. I put him on my back. I thought if I put him on my
Well,
back,
we did have a
I'll
nice
get
day
in.
at the marina, though.
Yeah, that was a good day.
We had a lovely day at the marina.
On the Friday, but had a nice breakfast, didn't we, in the morning?
We did.
Got some cabs,
We got
straight up to the biggest marina in La Manga. Walked onto the front. It was beautiful, wasn't it? All the boats, all the bars and everything. We thought, what, this is going to be result. Get there, spoke to this one bloke. All right, mate. 16 lagers. And he said, "Oh, sorry, we don't open till 1. Pardon?
I know.
What are we going to do till 1 o'clock? It's 11 o'clock in the morning. Well, we can't sit here and wait for 2 hours. It's 170 degrees, and you need a drink, don't you? You've got to keep yourself hydrated."
This won't mean much to Ollie, but it was either Alfreda's Ain Pet or it was the young ones where they went into a curry house and they said, "Can we have 4 lagers?" And they said, "Oh, you have to have food." So they ordered 1 poppadom.
1 poppadom.
And
The
4
young
lagers.
ones.
Was it the young ones?
Young ones,
Right,
yeah.
Fair enough.
But anyway, there was good news,
Sorry.
wasn't there? Because we walked out the marina.
Yeah.
Because the kind gentleman said, "Look, if you go out the marina gates and you just hang a right, there's about 4 or 5 bars.
Yeah.
They open at around 11, half 11. It's Friday, they'll probably open anyway." So, bless him, this one bloke, we're all sat there, weren't we, on this bar? All his outside tables are full. He winds up the blinds and we're all sat there like that going, 16 lagers. And he's just going, "Oh my God, what are we going to do here?" So he puts the first batch of lagers down, doesn't he? Someone else put their hand up and go, "Can we have another 16 lagers?" And off he went to pour another 16 lagers, didn't he?
That was...
Because it was that hot, it was evaporating in the heat.
What was evaporated? Oh, the lager.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was quite warm. It was lovely. I had a look today. It's still 25 degrees there.
Yeah.
The Sunday when we played cricket, they had a thermometer by the bar, and it got 36 on it.
Wow.
Surely not.
Yeah, it got 36 on it, that thermometer by the bar. I mean, that thermometer had been in the sun all day.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the lady that was on the bar said it was
It's
low,
definitely
low
mid to
30s.
high 20s.
It was low 30s. It was that day.
Yeah.
Are you two going to have a fight? Seriously?
Well, if he wants it. But
Okay, fair enough. Can I just ask one question? Because I know he won't be listening. Dill.
Yeah.
So the fact that we couldn't get into this one bar, and for those of you who don't know Dill, he's a brilliant guy, but if anyone's seen Hot Fuzz, and the one copper who you can't understand, he's got such a strong West Country accent, that's Dill.
That's Dill, yeah.
I have no idea. I mean, Dill needs to just sign it to me, because I have no idea verbally what he's saying.
He's a lovely guy.
He's
Dill.
such a lovely bloke.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't get into a bar because he's British, can you describe how angry he can get?
Oh, if he can't get into a pub, he gets annoyed if he can't go and get his medicine.
he was fuming. He was bad mouthing it on the street to everyone. It was
Oh,
great.
was he?
Yeah. It
Was
was,
he really?
it was a great watch.
It was like...
Which night was this?
Oh, I don't know. It must have been like second night or something. It
That
was at
was-
that Bondi bar or whatever it is.
Oh, I didn't go down there. I fell asleep.
Yeah,
didn't I?
you were.
Yeah,
it
I
was
fell
fancy
asleep.
dress night.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
So you fell asleep and didn't come out?
Well, I stopped in the hotel bar, didn't we? I had a couple in the hotel bar. Then I
Yeah.
went and sat on the sun lounges. Me and Vela.
I've heard a story about you that you came home with you from the pub the other night and you fell out of bed.
Me and Vela fell asleep on the sun lounges, and the pool attendant woke us up and said, "You really need to go to bed."
Wow.
And Steve was just there. One more.
And I was just like that. I'll just have a lager then, and I'll pop up.
And if you have got an event and you need an after dinner speaker, Steve is available. Okay, La Manga. Maybe not next time. What's next time? Steve, where are we going next time?
Well, there's some breaking news coming out.
Oh,
There's some breaking news coming out currently. We might be going to Ibiza. We are in contact with Ibiza Cricket Club,
yep.
and they can accommodate us
Yeah.
4 nights, possibly 5 nights, because I think Ibiza's a bit further than Spain, isn't it?
I don't know.
Ibiza is in Spain.
Is it? No, it's
in
not. It's an
Spain.
island.
No, it's
south
one of the islands.
Yeah,
but
so it's a bit
Spanish
further.
island.
So with jet lag and everything, we'd probably have to go for 5 nights, wouldn't we?
Balearics.
That's it.
No, you're talking...
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
So that's on the cards. We've also in touch with Corfu Cricket Club.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh. So the world needs to set its logistics.
Estonia's been ruled out because we'd have to play during season, and sorry, excuse me, we can't.
Did you just burp on the
sorry.
podcast?
Yeah, sorry, we can't can't miss league cricket.
Sorry, I'm just like I'm sat opposite you, and oh my god! I mean, to you, the Renaissance was something that happened just to other
Yes.
people, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So Ibiza next.
But obviously,
Sounds
we're still in talks with FDI over in Spain as well, La Manga, Torremolinos.
Wow.
There's another ground over there now that they're looking at using in a different location, so could be a third one into mainland, and we'll try somewhere different again.
Ollie, would you come again? If you pardon the question.
He has no choice.
I'll be there.
Wow. Well, I take my hat off to you, Steve. I think you did an amazing job organising it.
It's easy, really.
Apparently, I had a great time.
You did. Apparently, you did. Yeah.
And, I thought it was great. I just enjoyed it from start to finish, and what a bunch of boys to go with as well. I think it was great. So
It was good fun, wasn't it?
thank you for that. We're going to go to a break. Right, we're back. Thank you for coming back to us. We really appreciate it. We're going to reconvene and talk about the awards night. The awards night was a couple of days ago. Ollie, you were there.
I was there.
What did you make of it?
No, it was a good night. Lots of people at the club. It was a lot busier than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be quite quiet, but no, it was a great night. Everyone picked up the awards. I thought the right winners were.
How do you feel about the awards night, though? Another awards night you've been to and not won anything?
No,
I mean, surely it's got to be pressing on your mind that you still don't win anything.
I was a bit disappointed not to get batter, but there we go.
Really?
I can't win them all, can I?
No, you can't. That's right.
I think I got robbed by AB there, but we won't go into it too much.
Harrison Ford, Tom Cruise, they've never won an Oscar.
Wow, there we go. Put me in the same category as them.
Yeah.
Can't complain, can I?
Yeah. And to be fair, you can't actually distinguish them from Ollie, really.
No, exactly.
So,
look at me.
but no, I think it was a lovely evening, I have to say.
We had a great night.
Yeah, and Steve, you won.
Yeah, I won something. So did everybody else.
No, what did you win?
Yeah,
You're being very
I won,
bashful.
You got the sympathy award.
Yeah, I got the Sympathy Award this year. No, I
For
didn't. I
turning up.
won the Clubman of the Year award.
You can tell Steve's been really bashful and he's really uncomfortable with this because he's scrolling through his phone.
I was going through all the previous winners for you.
Oh, were you?
So
Okay.
I got the winners for last Friday.
Okay.
So I'm going through them. So we've got everybody on there deserves those awards. Basically, when you actually look at the list of names, it couldn't have gone to a nicer and a correcter bunch of people, really.
Even Stuart Watt. Who
Well,
cheated,
I mean that is.
Did he cheat? Yeah.
Second 11 Player of the Year. I mean, notoriously, the second 11 Player of the Year is basically the award that gets given to somebody because they can't bat, they can't bowl, and they can't field, but they're there and they literally they help out the captain by just running around the field looking like an idiot, basically. So yeah,
How many years in a row has he won it then?
Oh, I think he's got a shelf full. So yeah, I mean, yeah, he deserves to win that, really, doesn't he?
You know, Stuart is actually a keen listener to this.
He is a keen listener. I think he did get a 50 as well this year, that's quite surprised me.
Yeah, I think he's obviously so good on the microphone.
He must have been playing the blind college and took the bell out the ball that day.
Well, I think it was well done all around. It was a great night, and it was great to see the hot pork rolls, which I think were lovely.
Rolls,
They were
they're
nice.
great, weren't they?
Oh, they were so good. So that was Fiona and Mandy.
Yep.
Massive shout out to those guys.
Yep.
Who did the hot pork rolls in a slow cooker.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we had £100 worth of pork and we had 6 slow cookers. I think she started at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh,
Cooking all the joints.
oh, they were so nice.
Fiona did all of the
There's applesauce,
stuff
there's
in the
mustard,
applesauce and
crackling.
Yeah, she did all that crackling.
Do that more often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it was lovely.
I'll make a note of that.
It was a great night.
Keep
So
it in
just
mind.
in terms of, we did say at the start of this podcast when we started this whole thing, we actually
We just
gonna
say
talk
that we had a full table of mandarins as well on Friday.
Yes, sorry, yeah, we did. Yeah, so
And obviously the batter, the bowling, and they all got their awards as well. And it was great to see that
it was fantastic to see.
the ladies' side was incorporated in it as well. There is a junior awards evening as well. Obviously that doesn't go with the seniors, so it's a separate evening for the juniors because there's so many sides. That's in about 3 weeks' time, I believe.
And your wife's a keen Mandarin.
And my wife does play cricket for the Mandarins, yes.
Yeah, and was she there on Friday?
No, she didn't.
Oh,
No.
dear,
Yeah.
it's just outrageous.
She didn't turn up.
Just lack of dedication,
Yeah.
really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't care.
So she dropped me off and then,
That's
abandoned me for the evening again and
Well, I can understand.
off she went out.
Yeah, you can understand.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you can't blame her, can you?
But it's a great night all around. It's great to see so many people in the pavilion. So when we did start the podcast, we said we'd talk about the club now and again. Where did we finish in the league? If we start with the Mandarins, How did the Mandarins get on this year, Steve?
The Mandarins are the most successful team the club has had since the Mandarins were formed. They won the league yet again.
Wow.
And I think they topped 3 out of 5, or 3 out of 5 in the batting, the bowling, and something in the league for the league averages for individuals. So they've absolutely won everything again.
If you're a female, you want to get in contact with the club, you want to get either your child or yourself playing, go to martleycricket.co.uk and find out how to join. We'd love you to come and...
Jump on the website, Alexander Repton. She looks after the Mandarins. She's on there. She's secretary of the cricket club, so her contact details are on there. And
next chairman
get
as well.
in touch and away we go. Unfortunately not.
Okay, fair enough. We're obviously getting into the slightly darker evenings and darker nights. So it's getting a bit colder.
It's great, isn't it?
What? I actually think it's lovely.
You're kidding.
What?
You like it?
Don't you like winter?
I hate it.
Ollie, there's two things you can
it's
do this
awful,
time of
isn't
year
it?
now. You can have soup and you
Right.
can have roast dinners.
I'm sorry, but
and
you
you
can
can
have roast dinners in the summer.
No, you can't.
No, you
Why?
can't.
you
It's
can't.
barbecue in the summer, roast dinners in the winter.
You can't have a roast in
That's
the
how
summer.
it works.
What are you talking about?
Absolute
No,
fucking
no.
inbreds, the pair of you.
And you can also wear Aran sweaters this time of year.
What?
Aran sweaters. You can wear Aran sweaters.
Why are you wearing Aaron's sweater? Why haven't you got your own?
Because it's winter. What? Anyway, so what happens to the club over the winter?
Basically, everyone goes into hibernation
Yeah.
until February when the nets start, and then you might get 3 or 4 rock up to nets the first time. Lots of creaking, and then a few more come in the week after, and then that's where it all starts again.
And did you actually want to mention the Winter League of the Mandarins?
What Winter League are the Mandarins? Oh, yeah, but the men play on a Sunday night as well. That doesn't count.
Well, I've just been passed the message, but just.
So okay, right. So the men do play indoor cricket, and so do the Mandarins. They play at St John's Sports Centre, and I think that starts end of December, and it carries on through to the beginning of the season.
But really, it's
And they won that as well last year as well, by the way.
wow. If you want to join a successful team, come and join the Mandarins at Martley Cricket Club. Really. I'm getting sort of messages from Steve's wife who's in the background here. She's passed me a message, just a random little message. Steve, will you get off your phone now?
I was trying to see the winners.
Okay. Ask Steve about falling asleep in a flower bed.
Oh God.
Steve, do you want to explain to the world?
No, well, not really. I mean, I fell asleep in many strange places.
Yep.
In my life. This particular occasion, we've been in town, nightclub, etc. I decided I'm walking home because I just couldn't be bothered with a taxi anymore. So
It's miles to your
yeah,
house.
it's miles to miles. Yeah. Well, when you've had a couple of cokes and it's a bit like you get tired, don't you?
Yep.
So I had to sit down outside the university. Now, the Worcester University, it's a great university. They used to have a massive flower bed on Hilton Road. So I proceeded to sit down, probably fell over and rolled backwards, and then ended up falling asleep in the flower bed, and I was there for a good couple of hours. The wife had several messages off people going, I've just driven past the flower bed on Hilton Road, and I think Steve's asleep in it.
Now,
Yeah.
admit it, did a dog come along and wee on you?
No.
Or any slugs?
No.
Really?
No, I woke myself up and carried on.
You wet yourself? What?
I woke myself back up
woke
again.
you- okay.
Yeah, then carried on home. But I got to Tesco's, I think, the same night. I fell asleep outside Tesco's that night as well. What? It's not funny. It's right.
I'm just thinking about how many kids listen to this podcast for inspiration about, role model behaviour. This is how I should be leading my life. This is how I get to be a cricketing professional.
Yeah.
Fall asleep in the flower bed. And
Yeah. Everyone's done it. Well, everyone has done it. Everyone's fallen asleep somewhere. They have. And it's just because I can admit it and that's what I've done. Everyone else hides it and they keep
Ollie,
it a
have you ever
secret.
done it?
I've fallen asleep on a park bench, but that's about
Yeah,
it.
I see.
Really?
That's, yeah.
I must be really boring. Well, I am really boring. Well, I've not done it. No,
That's not too bad, though. That's not too bad. It's not as
Flower
bad as a
bed.
flower bed, is it?
that's quite bad. That's quite bad.
It's comfy.
It's probably comfier than the park bench.
I think it had just been recently fluffed with the fork, so it was quite, yeah.
Mark's been on it.
Oh yeah.
So, when you stand in the shower, stop it. when you stand in the shower.
I've really got a horrible image in my head now.
And you have some weird thoughts, and you start thinking
Sorry?
some weird stuff. You do. Yeah, everyone does. You stand in the shower, and you think,
Hang on a minute.
where did the last 5 minutes go? And the other day, I had this thought in my head of, you have the lottery question, and you always think, what would I buy first? And I buy a Lambo, and I buy a nice house.
I wouldn't buy a Lamborghini.
Shut up.
Waste of money.
Of course you would. Shut up.
I wouldn't.
Shut up.
You break down all the time.
Right, we're going to do a podcast about that because you're seriously wrong. But if you won 100 million on the lottery,
Yeah.
Ollie, I'm going to go to you first on this. Bearing in mind there's been a lot of development at the club, but there could be a lot more. How much would you give the club, and what would you want it spent on?
Nothing.
You give £100 million
Yeah.
sterling, you'd give nothing to the club.
Well, I put money behind the bar, don't I?
What, for your drinking?
Oh, everyone else's as well.
Yeah, I'm with him on that. I might make a donation of like 10 pence or something in the poppy appeal pot and buy the poppies from the club as opposed to doing it somewhere else. But
Sorry, I was thinking I'd donate £1 million or something.
Why?
I've spent enough
Because
on
it's
this
a
Guess
great
the
club.
Sweets in the Jar.
We're here to promote the club, to say what a great club it is. We want thousands of people
Oh,
rocking
it is a
up,
great club.
right? Out of 100 million, you give 10 pence.
Well, that's more than Hollywood.
That's true.
I've spent enough on Guessing the Sweets in the Jar. If I don't win that, I'll be fuming.
In the next episode, we're going to ask your wife.
How many goes have you had?
Fair few. My name must be in the book quite a bit.
Oh, okay. Stop getting drunk in the club and having goes on random.
I can't
Sorry,
help it.
by the way, this is slightly random, but Toby behind the bar, bless him, he's a lovely bloke, he's sound as a pound, but he thought it was a good idea to buy a massive jar of pickled eggs and a massive jar of gherkins, and it turns out the only people who've been buying both of those things is Toby.
Yeah, he told me to go and buy them from Booker's. So I went and bought them from Booker's, put them behind the bar, nobody's bought them apart from himself.
Yeah.
He's obviously hungry when he's at work.
Apparently Mrs. Hayes, Steve's wife, is pointing at herself.
Yeah, she likes pickled eggs. I make our own at home.
I'm sorry.
So,
Did you do your own pickled eggs?
yeah,
I don't know what is going on with them behind the bar. Pickled eggs and pickled
Gherkins.
pickles or gherkins. whatever.
Gherkins, they're absolutely disgusting.
I wouldn't touch either of them.
You don't like a pickled egg?
There's all kinds of wrong.
So you don't take gherkins out of a McDonald's cheeseburger, do you?
Yes.
Well, I don't even
What?
put it. You take it out on the screen.
But that's the best bit of a McDonald's cheeseburger.
If that's the best bit of a McDonald's cheeseburger, you need to rethink why you're in McDonald's.
Right, we're going to play hamburger or hot dog with your wife, okay, in the next episode. Now, in your burgers, when you make it home, what do you put in your burgers?
Burger
Bacon and
cheese and onions and mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard.
Bit of bacon
So
as
you
well.
put 3 sauces in
Yeah.
there.
So you have to layer the sauces correctly. Right?
See, because I put in bacon, cheese.
So you have-
I put in burger sauce, the Heinz burger sauce, and then I put
No,
in
that's crap.
jalapeno
Don't put burger
peppers.
sauce in it just because the jar's got burger sauce on it.
You know those crinkle pickled cucumbers you can get? Put those in, jalapeno peppers, lettuce, job done. If you have a burger recipe and you want to write into creasemeup@hotmail.co.uk, just let us know.
Yeah.
We're not going to read it out.
Be keen to see what the
Yeah.
what all 7,000 listeners have on
Ollie,
their burgers.
what do you put in yours when you're cooking at home? Sorry, do you cook at home?
Yeah, I'm actually quite good at cooking. Oh, well, free to food, I'm good at cooking.
Okay.
So,
What do you put in your burger?
well, obviously your burger,
Brilliant.
bacon and cheese and ketchup. You can't forget that.
Any green stuff?
Extra calories, isn't it? Extra calories. Don't need that.
Extra calories.
Don't need that.
Well, I was thinking I'd give $1 million, and I'd build.
Why?
Because you can put in floodlights, you can improve the old pavilion, the changing rooms. You could get proper advertising. You could get proper screens.
If
could
you've got floodlights, what's the point of batting first in the midweek game? You've got no advantage then.
Can you imagine? It looked like Field of Dreams.
Again,
Look
you've got to
amazing.
stop watching crap films.
You did not say Field of Dreams was a crap film. That's one of the greatest films of all time. I am pitching to Shoeless Joe Jackson. Anyway, sorry. Golf day. We had a golf day the other day. It was the annual cricket golf day, which doesn't make any sense. It wasn't the annual golf cricket day.
No.
You couldn't be bothered playing, so it was me and Ollie.
I couldn't
Now-
make this one, unfortunately. I had prior engagements.
Now, on Bisley Cricket Club, we're getting the shaking in the head from your
Golf
wife
club.
over there.
Oh, she wanted me to play, but I actually stopped at home and annoyed her all day.
Brilliant. Ollie, how did you get on at Ombersley Golf Club?
I did a few lessons in the bunker.
Yeah.
But, apart
Oh, you
from
were in a
that-
bunker quite a lot, were you?
No,
Is that
but
why you came last?
I was teaching Dill how to play in the bunker, and he just
Oh, yeah?
couldn't get it. He started it in the ground with his club. He was fuming.
Was he?
Did you say Bondi
I told
Barton?
him, I said, Dill, watch and learn. I was probably about, I don't know, half a metre from the hole. He wasn't happy. But apart from that, came last, so we'll skip over.
It was. I thought it was a great day, and a massive
it's
shout
great.
out to Tom Vale who organised the whole thing. Really appreciate it, Tom. Thank you very much. The evening, Ollie. So we all went back to the Tap and Run bar,
We
the
did.
best bar in the whole of Martley, until the Crown opens. So
No, still be the best.
okay. So Ollie, how did you get on that night?
I don't know what you
I had a
mean.
message
I
the
can't
following day
remember.
to say you'd left your clothes in the Tap and Run. Please, could you sort them so they don't get chucked away? So
Yeah.
I presume you went home in your pants.
I didn't go home.
Oh, you didn't go home?
No, not until about 1 o'clock the next day.
Oh, cool.
You didn't fall asleep in a flower bed, did you?
No flower beds for me.
Okay.
I would have been better off falling asleep in a flower bed, but yeah.
Well, it was a great day. It was a great
So
day.
you went home at 1 o'clock the following afternoon?
Yeah.
I can beat that. I went out on a Friday once.
Came home on Sunday or Monday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock I walked in.
We haven't. Do you know what we haven't talked about? We haven't talked about what you've loved this week and what you've been annoyed by this week. Steve, what have you
loved
loved?
anything this week.
You must have loved
Highly
something.
stressful week.
You must have loved something.
No, not really.
Really?
Yeah.
You miserable.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry to the kids listening for this inspiration on role model behaviour. What's annoyed you this week? Anything annoyed you? Really?
Everything's annoyed me this week. Where do you want me to start? Accountants, solicitors, all sorts has annoyed me this week.
Ollie, any cheery news
Car
from
parking. Car parking's annoyed me this week.
Ollie, what have you loved this week? Seriously.
I don't know, you haven't given me any notice here. I literally got a message an hour ago, and I'm just getting questions.
To be
flung
quite
at me.
honest with you, it was 2.5 hours ago.
Oh, well,
Sorry, do you need notice to figure out if you've loved anything this week?
it's hard work, isn't it? Thinking it's
It really
quite
is hard
for us
work.
lot.
Yeah.
But no, so I don't have a clue.
Okay,
My
so
night-
between you,
it's not
neither of you have
exciting.
loved anything this week.
No.
Right. We're recording on a Sunday, so you've had 7 days.
Yeah.
Ollie,
I
anything...
did see some amusing things on TikTok this week.
Go on.
Pardon?
I've seen some amusing things on TikTok this week. It's made me chuckle.
You need to clear that history.
No, it's good. No, it's okay.
Okay.
There was one that I watched the other day. It was quite funny. I was watching it this afternoon. It makes me chuckle. Loads of people farting, right? But they're videoing. listen. They're videoing their pets' reactions, and you want to see some of the dog faces. Oh, it's absolutely 5-star. It's brilliant. You watch it. I'll show you in a minute. It's fun. It's brilliant.
I mean, I can't see your wife's face behind this. I can now. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Wait till she gets you home. Oh,
Yeah,
she
it's
knows
fine.
what you like, I suppose.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say what I've absolutely loved this week.
More hair product turned up.
Now, we are doing hair products.
You had another delivery of hair product.
Autumn. How staggeringly beautiful is this country in autumn? It's amazing. Don't you think? The colours and smells and the feel of it. And
What a load of crap.
It's the end of summer, isn't it?
when the sun shines, there is nowhere better
just-
in the world.
it's
Isn't this
crap.
the most awesome, beautiful country? And when it's autumn, am I in... Everyone listening to this now is nodding their heads saying,
You're on your own.
Craig is a genius. He's
They're
right.
definitely not saying that.
No, they're probably not saying that. But isn't Britain in the autumn brilliant? Imagine if you lived in a hot country
I
and you
prefer
don't,
winter.
you don't get these beautiful
I
colours.
prefer with January, February.
No, you can't be June, July.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. No, I love the summer, but I love the winter. I can't. What's spring and autumn? What's the point?
Yeah, but it's,
What's the point of spring and autumn? What they're doing is getting you ready for what you actually want.
winter's
It's just
only
like
good.
it's a bit of a.
I've never seen you so animated. This is amazing.
No, winter's only good if you got nothing on. You stay in the house, put the fire on. That's the only reason it's good for. Otherwise,
It's not. It's the football season, you muppet.
yeah,
You're a
but
proper fan like me. You get to
Oh,
travel all
here
over the
we go.
country,
Here
all
we
over,
go.
all over Europe in the Champions. Oh, you're not in the Champions League, are you this year? I don't think you're in Europe, are you, Man United?
Ollie supports Man
we were in the
United.
Europa League.
Europa League.
Europa, yeah.
Oh, well
Not
done.
doing no good in it.
No, you're not doing any good in that. You lost. Who was it? You
We
lost
drew
the
to
other day?
20.
Nuns FC or something was it? You lost to?
That'll be the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've been involved in Young Boys, isn't it? Well, was it?
Yeah, we smashed Young Boys 3-0. Away.
First time he said that.
All right. The thing that's annoyed me this week. So I had the mother of all arguments with a little fella yesterday who owns a field.
Was it not working?
Round the corner. I've chatted to him loads of times, and he's got this field where sometimes there's sheep in there, and I keep the dogs on the lead. And there's a sign that said for 10 years, no dogs on lead. So, but the rule is, and I've seen everyone do it. If there's no animals in the field, you can. And I've chatted with him, and when the dog's off the lead, no problem. Yesterday, my dogs are off the lead, no animals in the field. He came up to me so aggressively, swearing at me, "Get your dogs on the lead." So I just said, "Can you just be polite, please? I'm happy to do that, but can you not swear at me?" "What do you mean?" Honestly, it was just. I said to him, "You want to get to anger management, mate," which apparently makes it worse, according to my wife.
Oh, is that what that black eye is?
I'm perfectly willing to shake the guy's hand, but he was just absolutely mental. And he said to me as I was leaving, he said, "Respect the countryside." And I said, "Well, why don't you respect politeness, you Burke?"
You called him a Burke?
I did call him a Burke.
Could you not
he was
think
so
of
aggressive.
anything else better than to call him a Burke?
Well, I didn't want to swear because then I would lose the moral argument because he swore
Oh.
at me. So anyway, so that's what annoyed me this week.
Okay.
Um,
Do we know who the farmer is?
I'm not saying, but I don't think he's probably listening to this podcast.
Do we all know who the
perfectly.
farmer is?
Yes, but
Okay.
I'm not even saying. That's it for this week. We've covered a lot of ground, all of it completely useless and
Yep.
mushy and boggy, but we covered some ground.
Yeah.
Next week, I cannot wait for next week because we have the one and only Mrs. Steve. Hayley's coming to Dish the Dirt and tell us all about living with Steve and flower beds and falling off the bed and all the other stories about Steve. So that's it for this week. It's goodbye from Ollie.
See you in a bit.
It's goodbye from Steve.
Bonjour.
Keep spreading the love. That's my catchphrase. And have a great week. See ya.